All right, let's go ahead and let's get into this game. We got the Phoenix Suns visiting the LA Clippers. This game will be played at 10:30 p.m. East Coast time. Line opened up over under at 226. Clippers were getting three. The line has since moved. The over under still at 226, but the Clippers are now getting 4.5, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, so when you look at the injury report, you're talking about a Phoenix Suns team who's coming in here with Yusuf Nurkic is questionable. He missed the last game with right ankle sprain and unknown if he'll be available tonight. And Damian Lee, of course, is still out. For the Clippers, you got Theus is questionable. He missed the last two games with a left thumb sprain, undetermined if he'll take the floor tonight. And then James Harden is questionable. Missed the last game tending to a right foot soreness, and it's unclear if he'll lace him up tonight against the Suns. Also, Kawhi Leonard will be out. All right. He's sidelined with right knee soreness, and it's uncertain if he'll return this season, at least until the playoffs come. I think they're honestly resting him. I think, in my honest opinion, I think he played a lot of games earlier in the season so that right before the playoffs he could rest like this, because he always has done the load management thing. And this season he really wasn't able to do it because they put the new minimums in that you have to play in order to be an all-pro and all-star and all that stuff there, all NBA guy. So since they put those stipulations in, he decided to play it like this, and I think it was a good idea. All right. Now, when you're looking at these two teams, you're talking about the Phoenix Suns have kind of cooled off from their 3-game win streak, as they've now lost 2 in a row after getting routed by the Clippers in a 105-92 loss last night. All right. And then meanwhile, the Clippers have been a team on the rise, and they've reeled off 7 wins in their past 8 outings, as they'll be aiming for their 5th straight victory after beating the Suns last night, you guys. Now, just remember, man, Suns are sitting in the number 6 spot. They're 46-31. All right, Clippers, they're 49-28. They have significant space between the number 3 slot and significant space between the number 5 slot, like the 2 games each way, 3 games each way. So they need the game, but they really don't need the game. Whereas Phoenix is only 1 game out of the play-in right now. They're in the 6th slot, and if they lose this game and Pelicans somehow end up winning some games, they catch them, because Pelicans are only back half a game to the Phoenix Suns right now. And the distance between the 6th slot and let's say the 9th slot in the Western Conference, which is the play-in slot where the Kings are at, is only a 2-game difference, 1.5 game difference, you guys. So at the end of the day, this game is super important for the Phoenix Suns, man. All right, so let's look a little bit deeper into this matchup. All right, when you're talking about these two teams, you're saying in the last 10 times they played, Clippers run this 6-4 straight up. They did win last night in Phoenix, 105-92. Clippers covered the 9.5. All right, and it went under 226.5. Against the spread, Clippers run that too, 7-3 in the last 10 games. Clippers have not only won the last 3 games, they've covered on them the last 4 games in a row. All right, that dates all the way back to April 25th of 2023. And then when you're talking about over-under, this game's gone over 7 times, under 2 times with 1 push. All right, so got to pay attention to the trends, you guys, but also got to understand that there could possibly be revenge in the hearts and minds of some people for this game. All right, the sun could be burning. All right, the Phoenix could be shining tonight, man. But let's look a little bit further, right? So when you look against the spread in this current situation, all right, and when you're looking at a Phoenix team that is coming in right now as road favorites, okay, Phoenix is 9-14-1 against the spread. All right, in this situation as road favorites. So this really doesn't favor them that often, And then when you're looking at the Clippers as home underdogs, they're 1-2. So they've only been a home underdog 3 times this season, and they did not cover 2 of those times. If that tells you anything about how they play when they're in this situation. So let's also look over under. When you look over under as an away favorite, Phoenix games have gone 13 to the over, 11 to the under, whereas the Clippers games have gone the Clippers games as an home underdog has gone 2 to the over and 1 to the under. Uh, yeah, there's a lot to read and pull out of that, you guys, and understand. The main thing you want to understand is the situation. It greatly affects how the Clippers play, and when you see like a team that's only been an underdog 3 times and they didn't cover one of those times, and then hold on, let's just take a look real quick. How did they win those games? All right, as a home underdog, no, they lost. They're 1-2 as a home underdog straight up. All right, whereas Phoenix is 14-10 straight up as an away favorite. All right, so at least Phoenix has been successful in the situation. They might not always cover the number, but they have been successful in this situation. All right. So when you're looking at how these two teams have been playing currently as of late, all right, remember it's in the series, it's 7 to the over, 2 to the under, and 1 push. Right now, Phoenix is on 6-4 straight up, 6-4 against the spread, and 4 to the over, 6 to the under in the last 10 games. All right, they're on a 4-game under streak, and a 2-game loss ATS and straight up. All right, after coming off a 3-game win streak and on ATS and straight up. So, yeah, this team right now, if they win, they cover, and that's just the way it looks. That's just the way it is. If they don't win, if they don't cover, they don't win. All right. And then when you're looking at the Clippers are 7-3 in the last 10. They're 4-6 against the spread, and they're 6 to the over, 4 to the under in the last 10. They're in the last 3 games have had 1 under and 2 overs. When you're looking at what these two teams score on average in their last 3 games, you're looking at a Phoenix team that averages 98 points a game and gives up 101.7 points per game in the last 3 games, man. All right, and remember, the last 3 games were against teams like the Clippers, New Orleans, and Minnesota. So they're playing some great teams. Look, they're coming off a 4-game homestand where they played Cleveland, Minnesota, New Orleans, and the Clippers. They came out of that 4-game homestand 2-2. All right, playing against 4 playoff teams. So to me, that speaks volumes. Even though they have not been scoring like that in this situation or in that situation the last 3 games. But when you're looking at the Clippers have been averaging 118.7 points per game and giving up 104 points per game in the last 3 games. And the teams that they've been playing, you're talking about teams like Phoenix, of course, Cleveland, and Utah. All right, these last 3 games. And they're on, like, the Clippers are on a 4-game win streak, you guys, straight up. They, of course, they covered last night when they played Phoenix in Phoenix. Covered the 9.5. The game went under the 226.5. All right. Looking at these two teams, man, just overall, you're talking about Phoenix has a number 10 overall offense in the NBA, and the Clippers got the number 10 overall defense in the NBA. So it's a head-up, straight-up matchup on that end. Then this will be a playoff environment for Phoenix, just because of how it played out last night. And then when you look at the Clippers offense is 11th in the NBA, and Phoenix's defense is 14th. So, this is going to be a good matchup, you guys. Definitely want to pay attention to this game, okay? And just to give you one last little tidbit about these two teams, man. So, when you're talking about a Phoenix Suns team, the Suns have lost each of their last 11 road games on the second leg of a back-to-back against the Clippers. All right? Yeah. The Suns have covered the spread, though, in each of their last 6 games as road favorites against Pacific Division opponents following the loss. And 7 of the Suns' last 8 road games against Pacific Division opponents have gone under the total points line. Whereas with the Clippers, they've won each of their last 7 home games after winning as underdogs. The Clippers have failed to cover the spread in each of their last 8 night games at Krypton, or the Crypto Arena, all right, following a road win. And each of the Clippers' last 8 games against opponents who are on the second leg of a back-to-back have gone over the total points line. Now, do I feel confident on this game, if I'm probably betting this game, I'm probably not betting this game, man. Like, even though I believe Phoenix is gonna probably pull it out, I think that they might cover the spread, so that I would lean toward Phoenix spread, and I would lean towards the under in this game just because the second leg back to back. Well, actually, no. I would lean towards the over in this game because it's the second leg of a back to back, and these teams just got done seeing each other, and it's going to be a playoff environment, and I'm not real confident on Phoenix's defense still, and without Kawhi out there, like I'm still definitely not confident in the Clippers defense. I mean, Paul George is out there playing defense, but James Harden, like, is he going to play defense? And is James Harden going to play? Remember, he is coming off the injury. He was questionable for the game. So I could only lean on this game spread wise to the Suns. I'd have to lay the points with the Suns, and then definitely lean to the over in this game, you guys. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think.